Hello, today I'm going to describe how to use coordinating conjunctions, specifically to connect two independent clauses. Coordinating conjunctions can connect two verbs, two nouns, two adjectives, two phrases, but we're just going to focus on independent clauses because that's usually when you would put a comma before your conjunction. A good way to remember the 7 coordinating conjunctions is by using the acronym FANBOYS, which stands for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Some words that people commonly use as coordinating conjunctions but are not coordinating conjunctions include however, although, though, moreover, furthermore, subsequently, and there are some more. And while these words are used similarly to coordinating conjunctions, you don't want to use them as you would coordinating conjunctions, and I'll show you what I mean by that at the end. What I mean by an independent clause is a clause that can stand alone as its own separate sentence. And in order for something to be a sentence, it needs a subject, a verb, and a complete thought. Without all 3 of those elements, you don't have a complete sentence, and you don't have an independent clause. For instance, let's consider the independent clause, I like sweet candy. In this sentence, we have a subject, I, a verb, like, and a complete thought, sweet candy, the thing that I like. Now I want to quickly emphasize the importance of a complete thought, because without a complete thought, you neither have a complete sentence nor an independent clause. For instance, if I said, I like sweet, we still have a subject, I, that's doing a verb, like, but we don't have a complete thought. We have sweet. What is the sweet thing that I like? You don't know, because I didn't complete my thought, and therefore it's not a complete sentence or an independent clause. Moving on, we know that coordinating conjunctions can connect 2 independent clauses, or separate sentences. So if I had 2 independent clauses, first one will be the same as before, I like sweet candy, and the second one will be, I do not like sour candy. If I wanted to connect these 2 thoughts, these 2 separate sentences that could stand alone, I would have to use a coordinating conjunction or a semicolon or an em dash, so I'm going to use a coordinating conjunction. We're going to use the word but. I like sweet candy, comma, but I do not like sour candy. Since but is being used as a coordinating conjunction to connect these 2 separate sentences, it should always get a comma before it. And that's the same for any other coordinating conjunctions. I like sweet candy, and I like sour candy. Just like but, and gets a comma right before it. However, if the clauses you're connecting can't stand alone as their own separate sentences, then you usually shouldn't put a comma before your conjunction. For instance, if I said, I like sweet candy, but not sour candy, the but, my conjunction here, shouldn't have a comma before it, because my latter clause, not sour candy, isn't a complete sentence. It doesn't have a subject, verb, and complete thought. Lastly, I want to describe how some of these non-coordinating conjunctions both should and shouldn't be used. A lot of people use words like however, although, and though as coordinating conjunctions when they shouldn't be used like that. For instance, someone might say, I like sweet candy, although I do not like sour candy. And while this looks like the same thing as the first sentence, it's not, because the word although isn't strong enough to connect 2 independent clauses, or separate sentences. Instead, it needs to be used to start its own separate sentence, because although begins an independent clause, not connects one. So should look like, I like sweet candy, period, although I do not like sour candy. And the same thing goes for words like however. I like sweet candy, period, because again, I shouldn't connect these 2 independent clauses with a comma, since however is not a coordinating conjunction. However, I do not like sour candy. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you found it helpful. Let me know in the comments if there are any areas in which you think I could improve, or if you have any questions. I'll try to get back to every comment. Anyway, have a good one.